Thanks for doing Pilates with me today. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy and moving at home. This class we're going to focus on just connecting everything together and a little bit of endurance. I'm also going to add in some fun variations to a lot of the repertoire that we already know. So feel free to take a rest at any time you need to or pause your video. Otherwise, let's get started. Starting with a roll down, bring your feet parallel right underneath your hips. Inhale tall. Exhale as you nod chin towards your chest, rounding the back forward. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale, draw your abdominals in towards your spine to stack it back up. As you roll down, notice how your spine feels, how your legs feel, how your neck feels. Are you leaning to one side or the other? Are you rolling up one side or the other? Rolling right up and down your midline. One more time, keeping the weight slightly forward over the feet. Inhale and exhale, rounding forward. Soften the knees and stay over the toes. Inhale at the bottom and exhale to round back up. Good. Come on down onto your mat. You can also do this standing, but for the purposes of our video, I'm going to do this kneeling today for an arm warm-up. Bring the arms straight forward, palms face each other. Inhale, open to a T, extending those arms back as far as they'll go, and exhale forward. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale in. Keep the torso nice and tall. Inhale, open. And exhale. Inhale to open. And exhale forward. Palms down. Take one arm overhead and one arm presses back behind you. Through the center. And switch. And opening up the armpits. Pressing like you could push into the wall behind you. One more each side. Inhale. And exhale, switch, and inhale. Exhale, bring the arms center. Round the shoulders slightly and reach the fingertips forward. Then draw the shoulders back, slightly drawing those shoulder blades almost like you could pinch them together. And roll forward and slide it back. Reaching forward and back. Last time, forward and back. Bring the arms along your sides. If you're standing, keep that hand along your side. If you're on the floor, feel free to use the floor to take a side stretch. And up and over. And side stretch. And up. If you're standing and have that hand along your thigh, keep it in close. And up. And side stretch. And up. Good. Make your way onto your back for our pelvic curl. Feet flat, knees bent. Roll it down. Finding your neutral pelvis. Arms along your sides. Inhale to prepare. And exhale. Tuck the pelvis. Roll up through the spine onto the shoulders. Inhale at the top. And exhale. Reverse back down. All the way to that neutral pelvis. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop through the abs. Tuck the tail under as you press through the feet. Hips up high. Inhale and exhale. Reverse. Back to the mat. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale as you tuck and roll. Inhale, press through the arms, and exhale down. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Roll it up. Stay up here as you reach the arms all the way back overhead. Inhale, exhale, roll down, reaching the arms for an extra stretch. Adding a variation. Inhale. exhale as you tuck and roll. Press the arms along your sides. Inhale. And exhale, reach through the arms all the way overhead as you roll it down. 3 more like that. Exhale, tuck and roll as the arms float down. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders away from the ears. Last 2. Arms press into the mat at the end. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Press the arms into the mat. Stay high and lift your heels off the mat. And lower. And lift. And lower. Keep those hips up and down. And up. And down. 4 more. And lower. 3. And 2. And 1. And heels down. Take an inhale. Exhale as you roll down through the spine. And rest. Hug the knees into your chest. Rock them side to side. Take some knee circles. Open and around. Warming up the hip socket. Just letting that head of the femur massage the inside of that hip socket. Reverse the circles. Away, around, and towards your chest. And bring the legs up to tabletop. Knees right over the hips. And check that those shins are really parallel to the floor. Try not to open them up too much. Take the arms open to a T for our spine twist supine. Inhale, twisting over to the right. And exhale, draw back to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, center. Keep those feet and knees together so they don't slide apart from each other. And center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Lifting the left hip off, but the shoulder stays down. And up and over. Exhale. 1 more set like that. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Adding a variation. Inhale, twist. Extend the legs. Bend back to tabletop. And use those obliques to draw back to center. Inhale to twist. Extend and bend and center. Again, twist. Extend and bend. Exhale and twist. Extend and bend and center. 2 more sets. Keep that rib cage softly knit together so it's not flaring to the front. Inhale, twist and reach. Bend and center. Last set. Rotate and reach and bend and center and twist. Extend and bend and center. Set the feet down one at a time. Bring the hands fully interlaced back behind the head and draw the shoulders away from the ears. Float the elbows open wide for our chest lift. Take an inhale. Exhale, curling up and forward. Inhale to pause. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale and lower. Lifting up and over like you could scoop up and over onto your thighs. And exhale. And down. Exhale up and stay. Bring the hands behind your thighs. Pull yourself up a little bit higher. Stay there. And deep breath. Exhale into your chest lift for our rotations. Inhale, center. And inhale as you rotate to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, rotate and center. And rotate and center. And rotate and center. One more each side. And center. And rotate and center. And set it down. Take a breath. One more set with an arm variation. Inhale. Exhale, curl up. Rotate right. Extend the left arm to the right thigh. Back behind the head. Through center. Rotate left. Extend. And bend. And center. And right. Reach. And bend. And center. And left. Reach. Bend. Last one each side. Right. And reach. And bend. And center. And left. And reach. And bend. And center. And set it down. Good. Bring the arms down along your sides. Legs up to tabletop for 100 prep. Float the arms back overhead. Take an inhale. Exhale. Press through the arms. Reach through the upper body. Inhale, reach. And down. And two. Inhale. And lower. Exhale, press. And reach. And down. Exhale. And reach. And down. Adding a variation. Exhale, up. Inhale, double leg. Tap the toes. Pull the knees in and lower. Curling up. Tap the toes. Knees draw in and down. Two more. Double tap. And knees up. Reach and lower. Exhale. And tap. Knees in. Reach and lower. Hug the knees in. One more time. Rock them side to side. And hug the right knee into your chest. Stretch the left leg long. And take that knee across for a nice twist. Reaching and looking to the opposite arm. Let that low spine twist like you're wringing out a towel. And come back to the center. Stretch that leg straight up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee in towards the chest. And straighten and point. Flex and bend. Stretch and point. Flex and bend the knee in. Straighten and point. Flex and bend. Stretch and point. Bring the leg to 90. Flex the foot. Reach the arms open. And then, like you're hugging two giant yoga balls, lift the upper body slightly forward. Look down to that opposite leg. Is it parallel and right underneath you? Then set the upper body down for our leg circles. Inhale as you cross the body, circle around. Exhale, circle. Keeping the left side anchored on the mat. Inhale around. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale and pause. Reverse. Inhale, open around. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, reaching through the heel. Last set. Inhale. And exhale, pause. Point the foot, bend that knee into the chest one more time, and let it down. Hug your left knee in. And take it across for a twist. Reach and look to the opposite arm. And come back to center. Stretch the legs straight up to the ceiling. Flex and bend into the chest. Straighten and point.
Flex and bend. Stretch and point. Flex and bend as you straighten. Press that leg into your hands. Pull that leg towards you. Little opposition, little resistance as you straighten. Flex the foot, bring that leg to 90. Arms open to the side. And then gently lift the upper body. Is that right leg anchored and parallel underneath you? Set the head back down. Inhale as you cross and circle. Exhale. Inhale, drawing that transverse abdominis, that TA, around the waist to help you anchor. One more set. Pause at the top. Inhale, open and circle. Exhale around. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last set. And exhale. Pause at the top. Point the foot. Bend the knee in. Hug it in. And stretch out the legs. Give them a shake. Reach those arms back overhead. Take a nice big stretch. And then fold the knees in. Bring the hands back behind the thighs. Press your thighs into your hands as you curl up all the way to sitting. Good. Scooch back on your mat if you need to a little bit. Bring the feet together and the knees together if you can for this one. Sitting up nice and tall, reach the arms forward. Let's work through some roll-up variations. Inhale. Exhale as you scoop through the abs. Tuck the tail and just take that C curve backwards and forwards and stack it up. Inhale. Exhale, find your C curve. Tip that C curve backwards towards that low back. Bring it forwards and up. If you need to use your hands behind your thighs for this, go for it. Use those hands lightly to support you if you need to. And lift it up and forward and up tall. Working ourselves a little bit lower this time. C curve all the way down, maybe to the tips of the shoulder blades. And curl back up from there. And open. One more time, C curve. Take it back. Find the tips of the shoulder blades and then stretch both legs nice and long. Keep that boomerang position here. Arms are reaching, shoulders are down. We're really scooped up and forward. And then let it go all the way back. For our full roll up. Inhale, the arms lead. Exhale. No momentum, up and over into your C curve. Inhale here. And exhale. All the way down. Inhale. Arms, head, shoulders. Exhale. Lifting that C curve up and forward. And down. And again. Inhale. Exhale. And down. One more. Moving smoothly through our spines. Exhale up and forward. Shoulders out of the ears into your C curve. And then go ahead and stretch all the way forward over the legs. Open the feet mat width. Sitting nice and tall on your sit bones. Flex the feet for a spine stretch. Similar to our roll up, but we're going to add a variation today. Inhale. Exhale, rounding forward, reaching through the arms. Then lift the arms, lift the back into this V. Sit up tall, open the arms side and center. Exhale to round forward. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the back, long spine, up and open and center. Again. Rounding over, feeling that stretch from head all the way to tail. And lift the arms, lift the back. Sit up vertical, open, center, and round. And lift the arms, stretch the back, open, and keeping the arms open for saw. Inhale as we rotate. Exhale to hinge. Inhale, up, open, center, and rotate. Exhale, and center, and rotate, feeling those obliques work as you twist. And up, and center. Inhale, exhale, hinge, and up, and center. Again. And center, keep energy through your arms, through your legs. One more set, each side. Exhale, and up, and center, and inhale. Rotate, and reach. Center, take an extra stretch, rotate to the right. Hinge forward, grab onto the outside of your right leg. And this opposite arm can reach up on the diagonal, press against that leg for an extra twist. Or if you'd like, place it behind your back and you can look up to the ceiling or stretch forward or pull yourself down onto that thigh. Whatever stretch feels good to your body today. And come back up to your diagonal. Sit up tall, rotate to the left, reaching for the outside of the left foot. Press yourself around into a twist. Place that hand behind the back if you'd like. Keep the shoulder open, or let the head go forward, or let the body go forward over the leg. Turned that diagonal and come up and center. Bring the arms forward, feet forward, shake them out. And let's come forward on your mat for rolling like ball. Finding your balance back on your tail, toes pointed and lightly on the mat. Hang on as low as you can towards your ankles so we don't kick our legs for momentum. Find that same C curve from all those roll-ups we just did. Scoop through the abs, lengthen the spine. Inhale back to the shoulders. Exhale, up and balance. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale back. And up. Finding a smooth flow. If you feel those flat spots on your spine, try to scoop it around more through those areas. Let's take two more. One more in balance. Grab onto your ankles, keeping the legs together if you can. Stretch them up on the diagonal. Open up the back, find your balance. Stay, stay, stay. And bend the knees to tabletop. Bring the hands behind the thigh. Roll it back. And bring hands on top of the knees for double leg stretch. Inhale as we extend arms and legs away from each other. Exhale, circle around. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. Inhale, reach. Exhale. acceleration. Flex the feet, reach for your heels. Your legs might need to come in a little bit closer, and now push your heels into your hands, pull your arms against your feet to come up higher. Stay that high as you reach. Exhale, find your heels. Inhale, exhale, push into the heels. Exhale, inhale, exhale, reach. Good, single leg stretch. Hands on top of the right knee, extend the left leg. And change. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and pause. Bring the right hand to your right heel, flex the feet, left hand to the knee. Again, push your heels into your hand, come up higher, and change. Left hand to left heel, and change, and change, and change, keeping that upper body nice and high. Let's take 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in and rest. Good. Rock it out. Circle the knees if you'd like to. And we're going to mentally, physically, emotionally prepare for the 100. Bring the legs to tabletop. If you work your 100 in tabletop, go for it. That is totally fine. Legs can go straight up to 90 if you need that direction. Try to work out towards 60 or towards 45 with those legs. So, starting at tabletop, float the arms back. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, float up into your position. Inhale, and pump the arms. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause the arms, pull the knees in, reach and lower down. Set the feet down. Walk the feet slightly wider than your mat and let your knees fall to one side. Keep reaching those arms up overhead, or you can take them to a T. And flop the knees up and over to the left. It's getting a little break for the hip flexors, the thighs and the abs right now. And up and over to the right. And one more time to the left. And up. All right, let's make our way up to kneeling. And if you need extra padding under your knees, feel free to double your mat or use a blanket or a towel. Coming onto our knees, about that hip width apart, and take your right leg, or your left if you're mirroring me, out to the side as your kickstand. Hands behind the head, fingers fully interlaced, nice and tall. Keep that rib cage gently knit together. We side bend over and exhale up to vertical. Inhale over, exhale up. Reaching that top elbow up to the ceiling and up. Inhale over, exhale. 4 more. And 3. Over 2. And 1. And return. Cartwheel that bottom arm down to the floor, bringing that hand right underneath your shoulder. Try to keep that hip aligned over your knee. Hand behind the head, and your top leg parallel. Lift it hip height if you can, and flex the foot. Slowly, we're gonna squeeze that leg forward, point the foot, squeeze it around to the back, keeping a straight knee, flex to the front, nice and slow, and point to the back, finding your control, flex to the front, reach and point to the back, and bring it back to center. We go a little faster with our pulses. Take an inhale, exhale, kick, kick, and inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, flex to the front, point to the back, flexing front, point and back, 2 more sets, and flex, flex, point, point, flex, flex, point, point, back to the center, touch the toe, some abduction, lift and tap, and 2, and 3, exhale 4, keeping those abs lifting, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 2 more, and 9, and 10, and down. Bend the knee, cartwheel up and over, take a breath, and let's do the other side. One leg out as your kickstand. Press that back foot, that arch, top of the arch into the mat. Hands behind the head, here we go. Inhale, up and over. Exhale to return. Inhale, exhale. Side bending. Top side contracts to bring you up. Exhale. You might find one side is easier than the other. This side feels like my good side with easier range. Just notice that information. And up. One more. Inhale, exhale, up. Cartwheel the bottom arm down. Hand under the shoulder. Top hand behind the head. Lifting the leg hip height. Flex the foot. Slowly. Squeeze front. Point and reach to the back. Flex to the front. Point to the back. Keep lengthening out that leg really far. And back. Flex forward. Reach it back. Bring it back center. Flex the foot. Here we go a little faster. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more sets. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back and bring it back to the center. Touch the toe. Abduction lifting. 1 and tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and down. Come up onto the knees. Take a rest position or come off of your knees if you need to. Take a breath. And let's roll it up. Come back to sitting on your back. Roll it down. Feet flat, knees bent for our shoulder bridge. Press those arms into the mat, nice and strong. Take an inhale. Exhale as you tuck the tail, roll it up. And now we stabilize the right side. Press into that right foot. Keep that right hip and glute nice and strong. Extend the left leg up to the ceiling. Keeping the hips up, we point, reach down, flex up, point down, and up, down. Exhale up, and down, and up. 4 more. 4, flex, and 2, up, and 3, up, and 1, and up. Point the foot, bend the knee, toe ball heel, staying up for the other side. Anchor on the left side. Extend the right leg up to the ceiling, flex the foot, and then we point down, flex up, and down, and up. Press through the arms. 4 more. 4, flex, and 2, and up, and 3, and up, the foot. Bend the knee, toe ball heel to the floor, and roll it down. Good. All right. Hamstring pull series. Let's take both legs straight up to the ceiling. And now anchor the left leg down to the mat as you lift the upper body, hanging on behind the right calf. Keep this C-curve, keep this chest lift the whole time. We exhale, inhale, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. Anchor that bottom heel to the mat every time. Hamstring pull 2. Hands behind the head. Flex, flex, and exhale, reach. Exhale, reach 4 more. Rotation. Rotate towards the top leg. Staying high in the upper body. And up. And exhale, switch. Last 2. And 1. And up. Bend the knees in. Hug the knees into the chest. Take a breath. And we'll prepare for rollover. Make sure that you have room behind you. You're not going to kick a wall or any furniture. I'm going to scoot down a little bit. Hands along the mat. Send those legs up to 90. And then reach them out on the diagonal, 60 degrees. Inhale the legs up. Exhale as you roll up and over. Legs parallel with the floor. Flex. Open the legs slightly. Touch the toes. And control the roll down. Getting a nice stretch all the way down to the tail. Reach the legs out on the diagonal. Point, zip it up. Inhale 90. Exhale, press through the arms, scoop through the belly. Flex, open, tap the toes. Exhale as you roll down. And again. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, rolling up and over. Flex, open, touch, and roll it down. Let's try 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale, reach your sit bones up to the ceiling. Flex, open, touch the toes, and control the roll. Right down your midline. And down. Last 2. Inhale. Scoop those low abs to initiate. Flex. Open. Touch. And roll it down. 1 vertebra. Setting down on the mat at a time. Last one. Inhale the legs 90. Exhale, reach them up and over. And flex, open, touch. For an extra stretch, reach the hands back to the feet. And you can hang on to your feet here as you roll down. Or for an extra challenge, hold on to the fronts of your ankles. See if you can roll up into your open leg rocker position. We'll see if I can make it there today in balance. Roll up and forward, extend through the upper back. Find your balance, find your balance, find your balance. Open the chest, energy out the top of the head. And 1 knee at a time. Bend it in and the other. Oh, good. All right. Let's swing those legs around and come onto all fours. Placing hands under the shoulders, spread the fingers. Stepping back to our front support position or your plank, 1 foot at a time. Find that strong plank. Hips in line, shoulders to heels. Careful not to drop your head. Keep a long neck. Take an inhale. Exhale as you draw right knee to tabletop, but without touching the floor. And step it back. Left knee tabletop and step. And right and step. Left and step. Think of squeezing that knee in. And left. Together. And right. Together. Left. 4 more sets. That's 2. Last 1. And in. Together. Set the knees down. Rest your wrists and sit back onto your heels. Take a few breaths here. Coming back to all fours. We're going to mix it up a little bit with our next series. Stepping back to your plank. Pointing the right foot for leg pull front. Extend to the back. 1 and tap. 2 and 3 and 4. 5. Abs drawing up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Set the foot down and rotate towards the right into a side plank. In this side plank, take a nice big side stretch. And come back to your plank. Set the knees down, bring that bottom foot forward, and stretch on the opposite side. And up and over. Do 1 more side plank. Bring the top foot in the front. Find that comfortable distance with a hand. Take an inhale. Exhale, press into your side plank. Reach up and over. Back to your side plank. Set the knees down gently. Bottom foot comes forward as we stretch. Up and over in your mermaid. And circle up. I'm going to swing my legs around, or you can just roll to the other side. For our left leg. Starting all fours. Stepping back into your plank. Point the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, extend. 1 and tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Set the foot down. Rotate to the left. Reach up and over side. Back to your side plank. Set the knee down. That bottom knee comes forward as you reach up and over. Reaching over. 1 more side plank. Top foot in front. Bottom arm slightly out on the diagonal. Inhale, prepare. And exhale, press into your side plank. Hips up, reach up and over. Back to your plank. And gently set the knee down. Up and over into your mermaid. Open up the side of the body. And reach the arm. Up and over. Good. All right. Take a butterfly stretch, or your favorite hip stretch here. Letting those inner thighs open and release the outside of the hips. Easy breath. And let's come along around onto your stomachs for our back extension. Starting with swan prep. Find your position on your stomach and those hands nice and light underneath your shoulders. Back legs can be slightly apart, but keep reaching them long away from you. Bias a little bit towards your tuck, so we're not tilting forward in the pelvis, gently back, lifting through the abs. Inhale as you extend through the upper back. Lift the head and the chest away from the mat, but I'm not pushing into my hands yet. See how much you can hover without pushing into the hands. And exhale to lengthen down. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale to extend up. And exhale. So I feel the work in my upper back, my mid back, not so much in the lower back. Trying to share the work along the spine. One more time. Inhale, extending up. Not pushing into the hands. And back down. This time we increase the arch. Inhale, extend. Then press. Arching up, keeping those collarbones open. As I lower my upper body, my legs lift me. Like a seesaw, it tips you forward. Both legs reaching and hovering off the mat. Inhale, press through the arms. Arching up. And exhale, hamstrings and glutes lift to the sky. Inhale, arching through the spine. Open the chest. And exhale, legs lift to tip you forward. Inhale one more time. Up into that arch. And exhale, legs lift, 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 lift. And set the legs down. If you need a rest, press through your forearms. Sit back on your heels to open up that low back. And then we'll come forward again onto our stomach for single leg kick and our double leg kick. Coming up onto your forearms. Find that same lifted extension that we just worked on in Swan. Think of dragging your elbows towards your hips to engage those triceps a little bit more. We'll lift the abs away from the mat. Float the kneecaps off the floor. And we do 2 kick pulses with each leg. Right, right, left, left. Right, right, left, left. Kick, kick, and kick, kick. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Stay lifted in the abs. Opening the chest. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale again. Trying to float the kneecaps as much as you can without it going into the low back. One more set. Inhale and exhale and rest. Lay down, one cheek to the mat. Place the hands behind your lower back and let your elbows relax towards the mat. Now I'm going to draw my inner thighs together gently. Float my legs off the mat, lifting abs away. We kick 3 times, heels to your bum. 1, 2, 3. Extend through the upper back. Reach thumbs to your bum. Turn the cheek to the other side. And kick 2, 3. Extend. And bend. 2, 3. Inhale up. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, reach. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. 2, 3. Inhale up. And exhale. 2, 3. Inhale up. 1 more each side. Reach long head away from the toes. And up. And set it down. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Sit back one more time onto your heels. Opening up the low back. And let's come up onto all fours for a cat stretch. In your cat stretch, remember in our Pilates version, we're trying to isolate some different areas of the spine. Find your neutral. Inhale to start. On your exhale, scoop through the abs and just think about tucking the pelvis. Really flexing the lumbar spine, that low back. Moving through neutral. Keep the low back neutral and now extend through the upper back and the chest. Exhale as you scoop through the low belly, rounding the spine but really focusing on the low back. And inhale to extend through the upper back. Exhale to round. Inhale to fill the lungs and extend. Exhale, round, and really squeeze all the air out of your lungs. And inhale, extend. 2 more. Exhale. And inhale to reach. Exhale to round. And inhale, extend. Coming back to neutral. Working on our balance and some cross patterning. Take your right leg back behind you, and your left arm reaches forwards. Find your balance. Lifting the abs. That whole torso is engaged. Reach through that front arm and reach through that back leg in opposition. Draw elbow to knee. Squeeze in through the center. Extend back out. Find your balance one more time. If you can close your eyes here in this balance, that's a little extra challenge. And then open the eyes, set the hand and the knee back down. Extending the left leg back and the right arm forward. Finding your balance. Reaching out the arm, reaching out the leg. Squeeze elbow to knee into the center. Extend back out. If you can close your eyes with this balance, go for it. Open the eyes and set it back down. Tuck the toes under. Hips up into your up stretch. And feel free to tread through the feet. 1 foot at a time. A little extra stretch down the back of the leg. Opening up the calves, opening up the hamstrings. And reach the right leg up to the ceiling. Pressing into the arms. Bend that knee and let the front of that hip open up. Reach it up to the ceiling and step it down. Reaching the left leg. And bend the knee, open the hip. And extend. And step it down. Walk the hands back to the feet. And just hang for a moment. And feel your weight more forward over your toes. Not so far back into your heels. Feel just a little hover underneath those heels. Soften the knees slightly. And let the arms release. Shake your head yes and no. Let the neck relax. Let the shoulders relax. 1 more deep inhale. And keeping the weight over the toes, exhale as you roll back up through the spine. Nice and smooth. And we'll take 1 final roll down. I'll come right in front. Inhale, those feet are parallel. Weights forward over the front part of the foot. Inhale, tall. Exhale, chin to chest. Fingertips energized towards the mat. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale to roll it up. And hopefully you feel a little taller, a little stronger. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks for doing Pilates with me.